200 millimetres of rain fell in just 24 hours. The Pioneer River is flooding right now. And a tropical system is forming in the Coral Sea that could change everything for Queensland next week. But here is what you need to know in the next 30 seconds to protect your property tonight. If you live between Mackay and Townsville, showers are hitting your area right now through tonight into tomorrow morning. 90 millimetres has already fallen in Mackay in the past day. The rain eases tomorrow afternoon, but here is the twist. Friday morning brings round 2, potentially heavier. Keep watching because at the 3-minute mark, I will tell you exactly when the heaviest rain hits your specific town. Right now, Wednesday afternoon, February 4th, 2026, we have 3 major weather systems converging on Australia. A tropical low spinning near the Northern Territory, Western Australia border. A surface trough dragging moisture up the Queensland coast, and the big one, a developing Coral Sea system that models are still arguing about. Where you live determines everything about your next 7 days. Let me give you the money shot right now. Townsville, your best chance for decent rainfall is tomorrow afternoon, Thursday, February 5th, when winds shift from southeasterly to easterly. This pulls rain north from Mackay and aims it directly at your catchments. But Mackay residents, your rain is moving away from you as this happens. You got your 90 millimetres already. Townsville is getting its turn now. Here is your first prediction gap. What happens when that tropical low, currently on the Northern Territory border, moves west into the Indian Ocean? Will it strengthen? Will it curve back? I will answer this at 5 minutes with specific timing and locations. But first, what is happening right now along the central Queensland coast? The Whitsundays and Proserpine areas recorded isolated falls approaching 200 millimetres just outside town in the past 24 hours. That is why the Pioneer River through Mackay is experiencing minor flooding tonight. Saturated catchments mean even moderate rainfall tomorrow could cause issues. Monitor river levels closely tonight and tomorrow morning. Flooding is not expected to worsen, but saturated ground means less rain needed to create problems. Rockhampton and the Capricornia coast saw showers in the past 24 hours. Tonight into early tomorrow morning, showers continue but lighter than what we saw today. They clear through tomorrow afternoon or slide further north toward Townsville. Here is your specific timing. Showers tonight, Wednesday night, mostly between 8 p.m. and 3 a.m. Thursday morning brings a brief break. Thursday afternoon, rainfall builds again from Townsville northward. The Atherton Tablelands and Herbert Range areas are seeing lots of shower and thunderstorm activity inland right now. This continues tonight. Friday morning is when things intensify. We may wake up Friday to rainfall accumulations again around that 200 millimetre mark through parts of the Herbert Range. That is flood potential rainfall. Friday morning, check your property drainage before this hits. Cairns and the Cassowary coast, your window opens Thursday afternoon and evening. Rainfall really picks up Friday morning. Isolated moderate to heavy falls between Townsville up toward Cairns through Friday. The Daintree Rainforest and Cassowary Coast expect widespread showers and thunderstorms through the entire weekend. But here is the good news for some, bad news for others. Townsville, Mackay, the Whitsundays down to Rockhampton, you are getting very little or no rainfall throughout the weekend and even into early next week. This brings us to the big question everyone is asking, the Coral Sea tropical system. What is it? When does it form? Where does it go? Should you worry? I promised you answers at 5 minutes. Here they are. Long-range forecast models suggest potential development of a tropical low or even a tropical cyclone out in the Coral Sea early next week. This is complicated. This is nuanced. Stay informed over the next few days. Several scenarios exist. Scenario 1, a tropical low develops in the Solomon Sea around February 10th. It tracks in a southerly motion, then curves toward the graveyard away from land. Scenario 2, the system curves toward the Queensland coastline. Let me be absolutely clear. Some GFS model runs have taken this system into the southeast Queensland coastline. This has caused concern. Here is what you need to know right now. Is it technically possible? Yes, we are in cyclone season. Is it likely? No. Should you worry about tonight? Absolutely not. Tropical cyclone landfalls in Australia typically give us 6 to 7 days notice. We can define these systems as rather predictable these days. In terms of a Queensland landfall prospect in the next 7 days, the chance is pretty much zero. Beyond 7 days, uncertainty increases. But right now, effectively zero. Do not worry about this potential tropical system threatening landfall. Do not lose sleep over this tonight. What is more likely? A weak low-pressure system developing around Monday or Tuesday next week, bringing continued showers to the Cassowary coast and far north Queensland coast. 4 to 5 day rainfall totals between 400 to 600 millimetres possible. That is significant. That would likely result in some flooding here and there. But far north Queensland is built for this. We will monitor it, but it is not an emergency. The GFS model has been flip-flopping. Earlier runs took the system into southeast Queensland. Latest runs show the system moving further away from Queensland. The GFS notoriously blows these systems up stronger than they are likely to get given current sea temperatures and wind shear. Then it moves them toward land. The GFS is unreliable for long-range tropical cyclone forecasting. More reliable models show a weaker system staying offshore. But wait, here is the plot twist for southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. You might actually get rain next week from a completely different system. And you desperately need it. Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, a cold front is pushing through southern states right now. Behind it, a monsoon trough may develop over northern Australia early next week. If this happens, moisture pushes south. You could see shower and thunderstorm activity Wednesday and Thursday next week, February 12th and 13th. More importantly, steady rain possible Friday through Sunday, February 14th through 16th. Rainfall predictions flip-flopping between 50 to 250 millimetres, currently pulled back to about 50 millimetres for southeastern Queensland. This is wait and see. We should have definitive answers by Monday or Tuesday next week. But southeast Queensland is extremely dry right now, extremely crispy, extremely crunchy. This region desperately needs rainfall. If this forecast sticks, it would be very welcome. A wet middle part of February would break the dry spell. The good news? The Access model is now calling for something similar. That raises the chances for rainfall through southeast Queensland and northeastern New South Wales. Not something to plan around right now, but something to get hopeful about if you need the rainfall badly. Now, let me give you city-by-city forecasts. If you are watching from one of these locations, drop a comment below. I want to know who is watching from where. Far north Queensland, Cooktown through Port Douglas. Showers building Thursday evening, widespread Friday through Sunday. Cairns, shower activity increases Thursday evening, peak Friday morning to Saturday morning, 200 to 300 millimetres possible over 3 days. Innisfail, Tully, Cardwell, Mission Beach, you are in the heavy rainfall zone Friday through Sunday. Atherton, Mareeba and Tablelands areas, thunderstorm activity tonight, Wednesday, building Thursday, peak Friday morning. 200 millimetres possible in isolated areas. Moving down the coast, Ingham and Townsville, this is your moment. Thursday afternoon into Friday morning is your best rainfall chance. Expect 30 to 60 millimetres Thursday into Friday. After Friday, you go quiet. Dry weekend ahead. Ayr and Home Hill follow the same pattern. Bowen has light showers Thursday, then drying out. Proserpine, Airlie Beach and the Whit Sundays, you have had your rain. Tonight brings lighter showers, clearing Thursday afternoon. Weekend is dry. Mackay, minor flooding in Pioneer River right now. Tonight, lighter showers. Thursday, clearing. Friday through Sunday, very little rainfall. Monitor river levels tonight, but flooding should not worsen. Rockhampton and surrounding areas, light showers tonight, clearing Thursday. Weekend dry. Yeppoon and coastal areas, showers tonight, clearing Thursday morning. Gladstone, Tannum Sands, Agnes Water, tonight has slight shower chance. Thursday through weekend, dry conditions. Bundaberg, Hervey Bay, Maryborough, Gympie, dry weather prevails. The rain is staying north of you. Southeast Queensland, this is where it gets interesting for next week. Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. Current conditions are dry through this weekend, but Monday or Tuesday next week, watch for potential showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, February 12th and Thursday, February 13th, shower and storm chances increase. Friday through Sunday, February 14th through 16th, steady rain is possible. Totals uncertain, ranging from 50 to 250 millimetres, depending on which model verifies. Ipswich, Logan and surrounding areas follow the same pattern. Toowoomba and the Ranges could see good falls if the system develops next week. Warwick and Stanthorpe in the Southern Downs are watching next week closely. Northern New South Wales, Byron Bay, Ballina, Lismore, Tweed Heads, you are in the same situation as Gold Coast. Dry this weekend, potential rain mid next week. Grafton and Coffs Harbour mark the southern limit for potential rain next week, but less certain than areas further north. Central Queensland, inland and Central Australia. Emerald, Longreach, Barcaldine, Blackall stay dry this week and weekend. But Friday brings a plot twist. High-end severe thunderstorm activity forecast through Central Australia tomorrow, Friday, February 5th. This includes areas south of Alice Springs around Yulara, through Birdsville, Bedourie, Boulia in Queensland. Strong severe thunderstorm activity possible through Quilpie and Eromanga in southwestern Queensland, down to White Cliffs and Wilcannia in New South Wales and Moomba in South Australia. Supercell thunderstorms possible, large hail, damaging winds, heavy rainfall in isolated areas. If you live in these regions, Friday is your weather watch day. Mount Isa, Cloncurry, Winton, Hewenden, Charters Towers all stay dry through the week. The rainfall stays coastal. Now, Western Australia, tropical low 21U is currently on the Northern Territory, Western Australia border. It looks disorganised right now, but it is moving west. It is expected to emerge off the WA coastline somewhere north of Broome, likely around Cooljaman or Cape Levesque area this weekend. Here is the timeline. Thursday, the system crosses into Western Australia. Friday, it approaches the coast. Saturday or Sunday, it emerges over the Indian Ocean. Once offshore, it could intensify into a tropical cyclone. Sea temperatures are 28 to 29 degrees. That is marginal. Ideal would be 30 or 31 degrees. Wind shear is high. A west coast trough is working against it. Most likely scenario, it becomes a weak category 1 or 2 tropical cyclone, interacts with the Pilbara coastline, then weakens. Rainfall stays mostly offshore. Onshore totals are disappointing. 80, 100, maybe 125 millimetres around Karratha or Port Hedland, even less around Broome or Exmouth. The system lacks convection. It needs 2 to 3 days over water to intensify. The Pilbara should monitor this, but it is not an immediate major threat. Broome sees showers Saturday and Sunday, but totals under 50 millimetres likely. Port Hedland, Karratha, Dampier, Sunday through Tuesday brings scattered showers. Stronger Sunday night and Monday totals around 80 to 125 millimetres. Onslow, Paraburdoo, Tom Price, scattered showers Sunday through Tuesday, but totals under 50 millimetres. Exmouth, Carnarvon, Geraldton stay mostly dry. Perth and Southwest see a cold front bringing showers tonight, Wednesday, clearing Thursday. Mostly dry Friday through weekend. South Australia, Adelaide sees a cold front bringing showers tonight, Wednesday, clearing Thursday. Dry Friday through weekend. Port Augusta, Port Pirie, Whyalla stay dry through the week. Mount Gambier has showers tonight with the cold front clearing Thursday. Coober Pedy and Roxby Downs stay dry, but watch Friday for thunderstorms tracking south. Victoria. Melbourne sees the cold front bringing scattered showers late tonight Wednesday, clearing Thursday morning. Friday through weekend, dry conditions. Geelong, Ballarat, Bendigo follow the same pattern. Mildura, Swan Hill, Echuca continue dry. Gippsland region, including Sale and Bairnsdale, see showers tonight, clearing Thursday. Dry weekend. Tasmania, Hobart, Launceston, Burnie, Devonport. The cold front brings showers tonight, Wednesday into early Thursday, clearing Thursday afternoon. Dry Friday through weekend. New South Wales. Sydney, Newcastle, Wollongong have dry conditions through the weekend. Canberra stays dry and cool. Wagga Wagga, Albury, Griffith, Dubbo, Orange, Bathurst all dry through the week. Broken Hill watches Friday for possible severe thunderstorm activity tracking from South Australia. Now your action plan. Between Mackay and Townsville, secure loose items tonight, check gutters and drains. Thursday, Townsville area, rain arrives afternoon into Friday morning. Check property drainage. Cairns north to Cooktown, your preparation window is today and tomorrow Thursday. Friday morning starts the heavy stuff. Clear gutters, secure outdoor furniture, check torch and batteries at southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. This weekend is dry. Start watching forecasts from Monday onward. Western Australia Pilbara, you have until Saturday. Monitor forecasts daily. Check emergency supplies Friday. Central Australia, inland Queensland. Friday is your watch day for severe thunderstorms. If you see storms Friday afternoon, get indoors, secure loose items, watch over the next 7 days. Thursday, rainfall builds Townsville north. Friday, heavy falls possible Herbert Range, Cairns, Cassowary coast. Weekend, Western Australia tropical low emerges. Monday, Tuesday next week, coral sea system may develop. Southeast Queensland rain chances increase. Wednesday next week, clear answers on southeast Queensland rainfall. What happens after that? Your teaser for next week. The second half of February is shaping up very interesting. Will southeast Queensland finally get drought-breaking rain? Will the coral sea system develop or dissipate? Patterns we see next week will tell us about the rest of February and early March. Comment below where you're watching from. Tell me if you need rain or have had enough. Your comments help me understand what matters most. If this forecast helped you plan your week, share it with your neighbours, your community groups, your family. Weather information saves property and lives when people have accurate, timely, detailed forecasts. Tomorrow's forecast focuses on Friday, severe thunderstorm potential through central Australia. Updated models on Western Australia tropical system. More details on Coral Sea development. We track Townsville rainfall Thursday into Friday. And first concrete data on whether southeast Queensland rain really happens next week. Stay informed, check forecasts daily. These systems evolve, models update every 6 hours. What we know today changes tomorrow. Come back tomorrow afternoon for the next update. Weather forecasting has come far. Deep mine models remarkably accurate. Multiple forecast models to compare. Satellite data every 10 minutes. But nature still surprises us. The atmosphere is complex. That is why we watch, analyse, update, inform. That is why your preparation matters, why staying informed matters. Stay safe out there, Australia. Secure your property tonight if you are in the shower zones. Check back tomorrow for the next update. Watch your local conditions. Trust official warnings. And remember, we are all in this together, coast to coast, territory to territory, watching the skies, reading the data, keeping each other